Hello, how are you? What's up, my people? My name is Donovan Gatolo. I don't like to use my real name because it's a big name, It's a very, very big name, biblical name. But I like to leave it outside, not because I'm ashamed of it, but because I respect it, you know. Um, yeah, I'm Solomon Donovan Gatolo. And my stage name is Extreme Risk. You might be asking yourself, why would I name myself Extreme Risk? You know, there's a reason for that. X, it's for my exes, and Risk is a combination of names. It's my name, my mother's name, my sister's name, is my brother's name. Risk stands for that, four names, you know. But today I wanna Okay, let me just explain. Risk. R E stand for Regina. Regina is my mother's name. E stand for Ethan, my little brother. S stand for me, Solomon, and K stand for my little sister, Kimberly. So the reason why I made it that way is because these people means a lot to me. The past that we're in the same year, and it's a reminder to myself that they're always going to be with me, and they're always with me, regardless of where they are. They're happy, I believe, and I'm happy where I am right now, and yeah, hopefully uh, things will be alright. We'll be alright. But anyway, today I just want to talk to my colleagues out there, my friends out there, and everyone out there, and you out there who is facing who's going through a lot. People who are going through a lot, who are people who are struggling mentally, physically, financially. I just want to give you a word, because as people, we are creatures of habits, and we don't we fail to recognize this because we're so focused in creating a life. We're so busy and focused on wanting to create a life that is so perfect for us. We have these big dreams, but yet we fail to absorb or do the little things to get to where we want to be. Get it? What I mean is that, okay, so if you are in abusive relationship or toxic relationship, or if you go to work to a job that you don't enjoy, that you don't like, I want to tell you that life is about choices, man. You are who you are because you are where you are right now because of the choices that you made in life, the decisions that you made in your life, got you in the place where you are right now. And I want to tell you that nothing is impossible in this life. I realized that nothing is impossible in this life only if you put your focus into one thing and you perfect it. There's no perfection. And you try to be better at it. You become an expert. So the reason why most of us, especially me, we struggle, I can tell you about me, myself, and many people can relate, is because we want to do everything at the same time. We want to do this and that and all that at the same time. And the time that you have is so little because you cannot break yourself into pieces for you to be able to make all these things to become one, or at the and at once. You get it? So uh, it becomes difficult, and sometimes we don't meet our goals. The goals that we set. You know, because of that. I just want to say, if you want to do something, you gotta be able to focus on one thing, become an expert in it, regardless if it doesn't bring money, or it takes long time to bring. Good things take time. Good things takes time, bro. Understand that we live in a world that is so fast, the digital world, and we every single day we want to spend money, and we're living in debts, a lot of debts, guys, a lot of debts. We stay in rented apartments, we stay in rented rooms. I stay in a room. This is a one room, and at the end of the month I have to pay the landlord. What I gotta do is that I have to make sure that at least month end I got at least that $1,005 for me to be able to pay. If you don't pay, you're gonna sleep outside, you're gonna become a homeless. So what I'm trying to say is that there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with what you do. Keep doing what you're doing, but you want to progress in life, you gotta find something that you're good at, something that that this thing, it can make a difference in my life, it can change my life. Unlike settling for something that is less. Imagine settling for a job that pays you only $1,500, and you can do better than that, and you are better than that. You can do more things than just settling for a job that is paying you $1,500. It means that you are worth that much. Can you ask yourself this question? Are you really worth that much? Are you really going to work your whole life just for $1,005 so that you can pay bills? So that you can pay the bills? Because this only $1,500 only pay rent. You can't even buy groceries. You can't even buy clothes. You can't even help a sister or a brother. You can't even help yourself personally. You can't even save. As a human being, I think we supposed to be having all this together. Like, life wasn't designed for us to win. It was designed for us to struggle, to for us to we have to keep on challenging ourselves for us to win this thing that we call life. But we cannot win against life, because we both know that at the end of the day, we're gonna end up dead. We are fighting a losing battle. That's the truth. It's just a matter of time, and the little time that you have to spend in this world, you have to make a difference. Because let me tell you something, you're gonna live the way you came. You know what I'm saying? You're going to live this world the way you came. You came with nothing, you're gonna live with nothing. And I can tell you that the only thing that we have to be doing or looking for is nothing. That nothing. By doing all these things to get nothing. Anyway, uh what I'm saying is that as long as you're alive, just know that there is a reason why you are alive. You are alive right now. You have to make a difference. You have to save. There's a purpose that you have to save. Somehow you have to serve in this world. It's either changing other people's life or something or anything. But for me, the purpose I think that I have to make is to change other people's lives, and just spread word through music and writing. I'm a writer. I'm an author. My Facebook that I published in 2022, it's called "Change the Game of Your Living." Change the Game of Your Living. It's a motivational book. Contains my life stories, struggles, and the things that I've learned from other people as well. Because I'm a reader, I read a lot of books, and I've learned so much from other people's books that I've read. You'll find concepts in that book from other people's work, or stories that they have told, the books that I've read, especially Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah, I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. That book changed my life, like the way um, I look at things and the way I think, the way I used to think about things. And when I read that book, it shifted the direction of how of the things, or how to look at things, and how things work. You know, especially this concept of the cash flow quadrant. If you know the employment and self-employment, investment, and business ownership, you find that concept in my book. You know, but anyway, it's not about me. So it's about you. It's not about me. You know, like ATR used to say, it's not all about me. It's not about you. It's all about the people. You know, so I just want to say you have a choice to make. You personally, if you are suffering from anything, or you are struggling from anything, your life is in your hands. There's nobody who's coming to rescue you. There's nobody who can make you change until you change yourself. Right? Like if you're in a toxic relationship, an abusive relationship, you have a choice to make. You cannot stay in a relationship just because uh, you're being supported financially. That you have to stay in that relationship because you're being supported financially, but you're being abused. What's the point of that? You're not happy, right? But you have a choice. You can choose to stay, or you can choose to leave. And when you leave, you gotta know now you are on your own. You gotta be able to rely on yourself, not anybody else. And that's what have that's what matters. And that's what it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Like you have to rely on yourself, not from anybody else. You know, it's difficult, it's hard, it's not gonna be easy. Taking that first step, is the hardest thing. But you know what? It gets better. You know what I'm saying? It gets better once you realize that you are on your own in this world. Once you realize that you can only rely on yourself and God Himself. Once you realize that your life is yours, not anybody else. Your choices, the choice that you make, you gotta be able to know that, or to see before you make any decision, or you take any choice. Before you make any decision to do something, you gotta know the consequences. You have to pay the price that you're going to pay for that, for you to gain that. You know, as for me, I can tell you, I've lost my parents when I was little. You know, I don't know my father. I've never met him, but by the time I was looking for him, it's already passed. And I lost my mother when I was younger. And I've learned to rely on myself since then, not anybody else. Because I knew that there's nobody, despite the fact that I have everybody, you know, my family, friends, and all that, to look after me. I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support. I'm my own man. I gotta do everything for myself. There's no one else has to do something that I want, that I truly love, for me, because nobody else understands me more than me. I understand myself. They may look at me, they may see me every day and they think they see me laugh with them every day, but I might not be happy. I might not be interested in whatever that they are doing or whatever they see that is um, or whatever life that they want me to do to build for myself, because I know what I want. I know what I want to be. I know what I want to do. I know what I'm good at. I know what I can do better. I know what I can, yes, you know, and I know my weaknesses, my strength. So don't lie yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Because if you tell yourself that, you know what, I'm gonna stay even if it beats me to death, you're lying to yourself. Girl, you need to move out. You need to find your own place. You need to stay alone. You need to have your freedom. Because as a human being, you deserve your freedom. You deserve to be free from bondage. You deserve to be free from prison, being prison, to be imprisoned. You deserve to be free. Most of the time, we are imprisoned by our minds. That's the battle that's the biggest battle that we fight every single day. Thinking, our minds. You know, the hardest job that a human being can ever do is thinking. Think what I can do with my life after I graduate, what I'm going to do. Would I find a job? You know, what I'm doing now? What would I do tomorrow to earn some money? What I get out, you know, all these things is all about here, bro, mentally. But if you fix your mental, fix your mindset, change your written, how you think, how you look at things, try to be positive, you know, all the time. You don't have to be negative, because negativity is only going to bring you sadness, stress. And once you get stressed, you can't do anything. Like, imagine being in a room like this, and you don't know where to start. You don't know what to do right now. You don't know. You have no idea. That's why you are scared to lose, to get out that job. That's why you are scared to get out that toxic relationship, or you know, you are scared to quit that job because you don't know what you're gonna do. What are you going to do tomorrow? I know it's hard, but you gotta take that step. Leave anyway. You figure it out. Or you gotta make a plan before you leave your job. I'm not advising you to leave a job, but I'm advising you to make better choices. Right? What about me? Me? I'm great. I think I'm living a better life by, you know, doing what I do, doing what I love, which is music. I decided to not find any job, not to work for anybody else but me. It's not going to be an easy journey. I know that people are going to criticize, people are going to judge, people are going to say whatever they say, but I know what I want. And I'm gonna do it anyway. So let's start by doing this. Let's start by this. With this, I wanna say, I don't care if you judge me, 'cause I know what I want. This life is too short for anybody. Don't waste your life just thinking. Life is beautiful. I'm enjoying my life because I love singing. Even if I suck at it, I know that it gives me peace, man. It makes me happy. Like, music is therapy to me, because I can tell you that when I lost my people, when I lost my family, when my mother passed, is the only thing that kept me going. You know, is the only thing. I don't know where I will be right now without music, because I was so depressed. I didn't know what to do, or what to listen to, or who to listen to, because people would tell me, hey, it's gonna be all right. Oh, she's in a better place right now, and she loves you, and she's up there looking after you. And I'm like, bro, you don't understand. You don't get it. That's my mama out there. She's gone. That means I'll never see her again. So what do you mean when you say she's always going to be there with me? And then that's when I decided, you know what? I'm gonna tap into, whatever. Whenever I feel, I started listening to music. Whenever I feel down, whenever I get angry, whenever I'm happy, I listen to music. It was always my therapy. It was always my where I escape when I'm going through shit. When I cry, I just stay by myself and just listen to music. I sometimes sing along. My great grandmother would sing for me. Would sing for me songs that always heal. She knew that this person, the thing that calms him down is music. And she used to sing great songs. I'll never forget. May her soul rest in peace. So, but then I never took it seriously, because I was busy trying to make it in life, trying to work. But then school also, I wasn't into schooling. I failed. But life, I made bad choices in this life, but I've learned from my mistakes. That's why I'm trying to be myself and do everything that I do is for me, not to please others, not to impress anyone else, but me. Everything that I do is to please me, even if it costs me my life, or even if it costs me whatever that's gonna cost me. I know it comes with a price. I have to sacrifice for me to be a better person, or for me to be at that level that I want. But what I can tell you is that life is too short, man. Life is too short. What are you at that job working? You're gonna wake up one day and you are 30 years like me, and you realize, bro, I haven't done anything for myself yet. I was busy building other people's dream, making other people's dreams come true. Nah? And mine, I've completely forgot about my dreams. What about your dreams, man? What about yours? Who's gonna do it for you? And you are busy doing other people's dreams, making other people's dream comes true by working for them, and you get nothing, man. You get nothing. No appreciation. You don't get a paycheck with even lesser than what you are worth. You can't even afford to be in a place where you can live a better life, or to be in a place where this is where you always wanted to be. You can't even buy a house with this little salary that you get. I'm talking about getting a house that's even worth 300,000, 100K, 500, a million. You You just, or even feed your family. You can't even feed your family. You can't even buy yourself some nice clothes. You can't even invest with that money, because the only salary that you get ends up paying the bills like rent, and that's it. Or maybe food, and that's it. But anyway, I just want to say, take care of yourself and enjoy your life, but make better decisions from now on. Peace.